Hi guys, a Labour voter who backed Brexit called into the Matt Frei show to complain about Keir Starmer. Now the caller named Sean was a bit all over the place. He claimed that he couldn't support the current Labour leader because he votes with the Tories. It wasn't exactly clear what he meant by that. Sean, however, says that he regrets Brexit and explains why. He also says that Keir Starmer will be, and I quote, kicked out before the next general election. Once again, not exactly sure what Sean is getting at here. Have a listen.
Sean, what do you think?
Matt, I'll tell you what it is. I don't trust Keir Starmer.
Why not?
Because he keeps voting with the Tories. Now, he turned around the other day when in Northern Ireland saying, all right, if I will go with the Tories if they do this, do that. I didn't vote Labour to vote for the Tories, mate.
Okay, what he's talking about here, and I think I understand, what he's talking about is where Keir Starmer said that he would support the government in implementing the protocol or resolving the problems of the protocol. And if it required the Tory government, Rishi Sunak in particular, if he needed votes to face down the Brexit purists like the E or G, he could rely on the Labour Party. Now, this is not the Labour Party supporting the Tories in everything. This is the Labour Party supporting the Tories or the Tory government in particular, not so much the Tories, but supporting the Tory government to resolve the problem, the impasse in Northern Ireland over the protocol.
Did you vote for Brexit, Sean?
I voted Labour to vote for their policies,
right?
Not the Tory policies.
Did you vote for Brexit?
I did, mate, and it's the biggest mistake I've ever done in my life.
And why is that?
Because I think it's ruined the country.
But
I think it's ruined the country.
In what way?
Foreigners cannot work in this country. People cannot go abroad. You know what I mean? It's a joke, mate. We were lied to the back teeth. We didn't understand what Brexit was all about, mate.
Okay, so that's interesting. You're a Labour voter. You don't like Keir Starmer very much, but you also voted for Brexit, which you now regret. So does that mean that you, Sean, would like to see Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, be much more robust on the issue of Brexit?
Kicked out. I want him kicked out.
You want him kicked out?
We will not win the next general election under him, mate.
Well, at the moment, the Labour Party is massively ahead in the opinion polls.
If he keeps voting with the Tories, mate, kick him out.
Okay,
but it's not about voting with the Tories. It's supporting the government. Look, let's not talk about Brexit for a moment. Let's say the Tory government, this is probably never going to happen, but let's imagine the Tory government say, we're going to increase funding to the NHS, so we're going to give the NHS all the funding it needs. Okay? We're not going to cut back on anything. We're going to give the NHS, there's this crisis, we're going to give the NHS everything it needs. Now, surely you would want the Labour Party to vote with the Tories on that, because it's a good policy. It's not, well, because it's a Tory policy, you should vote against it. Generally, yes. But when it's a good policy, if they ever come along, I think it's right that MPs vote with that. That's why I'm more supportive of a free vote in Parliament than the whips deciding, which way the party should go. I'm much more supportive of a free vote because then you can see which MPs vote for something and which vote against it. But this is about the Northern Ireland Protocol that needs to be, in a sense, resolved.
Well, you can't kick him out. He's going to be the Labour leader, whether you like it or not.
We can get rid of him in the morning, mate.
Listen.
And replace him with who? I appreciate that Sean here regrets Brexit. And he's completely correct. It's destroying the country. It's made it more difficult for businesses to get access to the staff they need. But when it comes to Keir Starmer, we get rid of him in the morning. Okay, and replace him with who? Who is going to step in and replace Keir Starmer? And if the Labour Party are leading in the polls at the moment, the last thing you want to do is change leader.
Sean.
I don't like Labour leaders voting with the Tories. I hate it.
Okay. Sean, come back to planet Earth with me just for a second. You're not going to get rid of Keir Starmer, right? He is going to be...
Keir Starmer will go, mate.
No, wait a minute. Just bear with me. would you like, assuming that he's not going to go, would you like to see him adopt a much more robust tone on Brexit, yes or no?
I want him to stop voting with the Tories.
And unfortunately, we don't get any more from Sean. We don't get anything about whether he would support Keir Starmer if he took a harder line on Brexit. He just wants him out because he's been, quote unquote, voting with the Tories. Look, as I said, voting with the Tories most of the time is a bad idea. But if something comes along that should be supported, that, you know, garners the support of everyone in Parliament or the majority in Parliament, it's a good idea, then it should be supported by the Labour Party. And when it comes to the Northern Ireland Protocol, in order to face down, to take power away from the Brexit purists or the ERG, then the Labour Party are doing the right thing by saying to Rishi Sunak, if you need our support, we're here. And what's happening in Northern Ireland is in a sense disconnected from the rest of the UK. So, you know, the protocol working will not really have an impact on Sean's life, I would imagine. So if the Labour Party support the government here, it's not really going to have a negative impact on Sean, whatever he does in his daily life. It is a strange approach to this. If there's a good policy, then the Labour Party should back it because it's a good policy. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.